SABC says while 83% of households in metropolitan areas lived in formal dwellings, 16% of these households lived in informal settings. These are mostly common in Ekurhuleni, Cape Town and Johannesburg. The survey also shows that Gauteng and the Western Cape are most popular for rented housing, while KwaZulu-Natal, Mpumalanga, Northern Cape and Limpopo are most common for living in houses that they owned.
We are saying that slightly more than 4/5, that is 83.5% of South African households lived in formal dwellings as of 2023. As we can see that the formal dwellings were leased in the Eastern Cape at 77.7%, in the Western Cape 80.3%, all the way when we look at Limpopo, we see formal dwellings sitting at 95.1%.
While formal dwellings seem to be on the increase, many say they continue to wait for houses they applied for from government. He says he was told that the ones that had applied for housing post-1999 will not be allocated houses. He says he had inquired about this from 2 different government offices and the response was the same. They said government has no more houses to give. At the same time, SABC says salaries and grants are the most common source of income in the country. The General Household Survey 2023 shows that 54.8% of households survive on salaries, wages and commission. That's an improvement from 50.8% recorded in 2020. According to the survey, 23% households live on grants nationally. In 2019, the figure stood at just over 20% of households. SABC says the COVID-19 Social Relief of Distress grant contributed to the increase in social grants dependence.
Households that considered grants their main source of income increased sharply in 2020, mainly due to the larger intake of COVID-19 social relief of distress grants, and of course has since declined. And we can see that looking at where we were in COVID-19 2020, at household level, we can see the second line from the top. It had a spike in 2020 and it's starting to decline.
The survey also shows a slight drop in people covered in medical aid schemes between 2002 and 2023. It also found that medical aid coverage was most common in Western Cape and Gauteng. Nothando Makutulela, SABC News, Johannesburg.